All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to another midweek movement snacks. My name is Sydney, and I am your wellness tech here with the county. We are going to go ahead and get moving a little bit today. We're first going to talk about what we're doing, why we're doing it, and then we're going to get moving just a little bit. So, our focus today is going to be core. Now, I have another photo on the next slide that kind of explains more what I want to talk about today. But when I say core, I want us to think about a box. So not just your abdominals kind of on the front side of your body, but this box that kind of starts, right around your rib cage, all the way down to your pelvis, front, back, and side, and top and bottom. So I want us to think of core as this box. This diagram kind of just shows the abdominals on the front side as well as the obliques on the side of the body. While here, you can see what I was talking about. So all the way down to the pelvic floor, that is included, as well as on the back side of the body where your spinal erectors are. So you can see right there on the photo that these muscles kind of hug really closely to your spine, which is going to matter more when we get into why we're doing these movements and when it comes to spinal and postural support. So these muscles will make sense now that you kind of know exactly what we're talking about, more than just the abs on the front side of the body. So what's going on? Why are we here today? So the importance of core muscles kind of includes a few different things. So first and foremost, really alleviating and helping prevent lower back pain. Whether you have lower back pain or somebody you know has lower back pain, it is a super common issue, mainly because weak core muscles lead to poor spinal support, causing excessive strain on the low back. So strengthening these muscles helps reduce pressure on the spine, while stretching them out every now and then can help relieve tightness in the low back and its surrounding muscles. Another one that's a bit more broad on here, improved daily life. And when I say that, I mean your enhanced functional movement. So your everyday movements, improvement in those, as well as overall reduced fatigue. How do we get there? So everyday activities, bending, twisting, lifting, and honestly, even prolonged sitting, which I know a lot of us do, they really rely on core support. So when those muscles are weak, it leads to inefficient movement, working harder for less results, resulting in more fatigue. So stretching can help improve flexibility and pain-free movement. And kind of how we talked earlier, strengthening these muscles allows overcompensation of other muscles to not happen. So overall, we're looking at a better picture that helps reduce stress on other muscle groups. And then lastly, this one is super important, especially as we age. So improved balance, stability, and then overall injury prevention. So the core is the body's center of gravity for most people, and it helps control movement in every direction, front, back, side to side, up and down. So strengthening these muscles really enhance stability and coordination, resulting in reduced falls, muscle strains, and posture related injuries. And just to quickly mention, research does indicate that older adults with stronger core muscles are less likely to experience falls due to improved postural control. We're going to do a quick overview of today's movements before we go ahead and get into it. So we are going to stretch a little bit to kind of help loosen up these muscles, get them primed and ready for some exercises. We are going to be using our resistance bands today, so make sure you guys have those handy. And we will go ahead and get into some exercises. I'm going to go ahead, stop sharing, tilt my screen down, and scoot on back. So we're going to go ahead and start with some cat-cow stretches. I'm going to turn sideways. So we're going to sit up nice and tall in our chair, really lengthen up through the spine. You can go ahead and rest your hands on your legs. For the cow portion of this exercise, we're going to take a big inhale, pull the shoulders back, puff the chest out, bringing the gaze forward. And then for cat, we're going to exhale, rounding through the upper back, pulling the belly and the pelvis in, bringing the gaze down towards the floor. And push the belly out, roll the shoulders back. And pull the belly and pelvis in, rounding over those shoulders. Last cycle, go ahead and push the belly out. Really opening up through that front body. And then pull the belly and pelvis in, round through the upper back. Go ahead and find a nice neutral spine. We're going to do some spinal twists. So we're going to go ahead and start with our left hand. We're going to place it on the outside of our right knee, and we're going to pull on that right knee, twisting open to the right. You can use your chair for some extra leverage. Keep your shoulders down and away from the ears. Remember, take big deep breaths here. At no point do we want to be holding our breath during a stretch or an exercise. This is your time to just kind of tune in with yourself, see how you're doing physically and mentally. Go ahead and untwist, give it a little shimmy, little shake out. We're going to do the opposite side. So we're going to take right hand outside of left knee. We're going to pull on that knee, twisting open to the left, using your chair for some extra leverage if you want. And big breaths. Good. Go ahead and release. Give it another little shimmy. I'm going to go ahead and turn sideways in my chair. So we're going to move on to some chair sit-ups, okay? Might sound silly, but once we get there, you'll know I'm talking about it. It'll be the real deal here, okay? So you're going to sit up in your chair so that you're kind of just sitting on the edge of your seat. Feet are flat on the ground still. And what you're going to do, you're going to slowly lower yourself back, touching the upper back on the chair, using your core and pulling yourself back up to a tall seated position, okay? We're gonna do about 8 of these. So you're gonna lower yourself back, pull yourself up, lower, use that core, bring yourself back up, lower yourself down, use that core, rise back on up, lower, rise, lower, rise. We only got about 3 more. You can do this. Lower down, touch that upper back on your chair, engage that core, pull yourself back up. 2 more. Lower, raise. Last one. Slowly lower down, engage, pull yourself back up. Whew. It's rough after a few of them in a row. All right, we're gonna go ahead and start standing, okay? I'm gonna scoop my chair out of the way. I'm gonna grab our band, all right? So we're gonna grab the band in the right hand, and you're gonna place about a third of it under your right foot, okay? You're gonna stand feet about shoulder width apart, and you want some tension on this band. Not a lot, but not too little. What we're gonna do, we're gonna place our left arm to the side, and we're gonna guide the left arm down the leg, bending at the core, pause. We're gonna use this midsection to pull ourselves back upright, okay? Scoot back a little bit. So you're just bending, sliding that hand down the leg till we reach about the knee area. Use this midsection, pull yourself back up, okay? Reach down the leg, pull. Reach down the leg, pull yourself back up. Reach down the leg, pull back up. Reach down the leg. You're just using this midsection. You're not swaying the hips side to side, just relying on the strength of these obliques and the core to pull yourself back upright. You may be feeling this a little bit in the low back. That's okay too. Completely normal, especially if you've been sitting for a little bit prior to this. We're going to do one more, okay? So slide, 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 hold it here, and then pull yourself back upright. We're going to switch sides. So hold the band in the left hand, step on it with the left foot, right hand, let it slide down the leg, pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide, pull, slide, 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 pull, slide, 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 pull. Yeah, and we're just bending at this midsection. So you're tipping, tipping, tipping over. Squeeze that core. Pull yourself back center. We're just going to do two more, okay? So slide, 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 slide. Pull. Last one. Slide that hand down the leg. And pull. Awesome. The band can go away. We're going to be doing some marches next, okay? Now you can do these sitting if that is what you prefer. You can also place your back against a wall if your balance is struggling a little bit today. But what we're going to do, we're going to begin with the right leg. We're going to shift our weight just a little bit onto the left leg, raise up that right leg, and bring it down. We're not going to sway side to side. We're going to use our core. We're going to hold ourselves tight. So we're going to keep our ribs pushed down, pelvis tucked in, have a really solid midsection. And now we're going to raise that, woo. We're going to raise that left leg, bring it down. Raise the right leg, bring it down. Raise the left, bring it down. Raise the right, bring it down. Raise the left, bring it down. Right. You can place your hands on your hips if you want. Left, right, left. We're going to do about 10 more seconds. You're good. Just keep alternating legs. You're good. Go for 2 and 1. Good stuff. All right. So the last one today is going to be a standing good morning. This is going to pull in the low back as well as some hamstrings. Okay. So we're going to stand about shoulder width apart. You can place your hands behind your head or on your hips. I'm just going to place mine on my hips. You're going to keep a little soft bend in the knee, so don't lock them out, but they're not bent. We're not doing a squat, so keep a little soft bend. And we're going to send the hips back, lowering ourselves down, keeping your back nice and straight. And then using your glutes, a little bit of this low back, you're going to pull yourself back up. Don't throw your hips forward. Just pull yourself back up standing, okay? I'm going to go ahead and do a few more of these. So send your hips back. Send them back until you have a nice, flat, straight back. Pull yourself back up. Send the hips back. Take your time. Pull yourself back up. Send the hips back. Pull yourself back up. About 10 more seconds. Hips back. Stand back up. Send the hips back. You got it. Pull back up. We're going to do one more, okay? Send the hips back. Pause, pause, pull yourself back up. All right. Hopefully you are feeling a little bit more warm and a little bit more energized that you guys can finish out the rest of your work day strong as well as the rest of your work week. And I hope to see you guys later. Have a great day.